Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. Just been getting the plants that went to Malvern back in place. I went and got them yesterday evening, and they've survived. That is good. Well, I won't say there's any damage, but there's a few little things that I'll need to sort out. But not too bad at all. But it's good to have the old friends back again. It was looking very bare out here. Nice to have Shelob back. I believe, I don't know, when I went to get the plants, I said, are there any awards? And I'd forgotten they keep all the awards that were on the display for the next meeting, and then they're actually presented, so you have to go out and collect them and all that sort of stuff. I've got a feeling Shelob Tolkien got an award of some sort. I'm sure I saw a card on it. But it's nice to have wedding bells back, and I brought Dendrobium harveyanum out to play, as it's just opened a couple of spikes. Once this gets a new root system going, I will actually release the ties, because the spikes are getting all tangled up in the canes, but it won't stay upright otherwise, and if it flops before a root system gets going, then it'll just fall out of the pot. So that's a necessity for now. There's no new growth coming at the moment, so I haven't got to worry about those getting tangled up in anything. This pink Tolumnia, quite honestly, that was a bit hidden away on the display, but you know, there's only so much can go at the front, and as that was hanging, there were only a few places the hanging plants could actually go. Sonili survived right up the top of a post. You had a job to see that one, but then that's not exactly a brilliant plant. But a hell of a lot of people said, oh, you've done well with that. They're very difficult to grow and even more difficult to bloom. So that made me feel pleased. But that is absolutely dripping wet. So even though that's a mount, that's too wet. It's absolutely soggy. So that won't get watered for quite a few days now. That needs to dry right out thoroughly and then start watering it again. This one looks like it just made it. There are a few blooms just starting to go. So Dendrobium friedrichianum. I've got a feeling that was the other one that got an award, but I'm not sure. Again, that is a good blooming, you know, that isn't bad at all. But blooms are just starting to fade now. That's good. My species Tolumnia, that was right up the top of one of the posts in the display. So unless you were sort of 8 foot tall, you couldn't possibly see those blooms as a side-on view or looking down at them. You'd have been looking up underneath, which they look nothing like that. But again, there is a problem with mounted ones on displays, or there can be, let's put it that way. Disa came back undamaged, quite a few more buds opened since it went. This spike didn't have any buds open, so that's opened one. This one's opened another 2, and this one's pushing on nicely as well, so that's okay. The epidendrum, I had to have a word about that. I gave them all the names of my plants on a list, and they actually wrote the name of this one out wrong. They actually put it down as a species. Now the problem was that the actual species in question was actually there. There were 2 orange epidendrums, and at a glance they did look similar, but the species definitely was not the same as this, and this does have a specific name, so it was named wrong. Not that that mattered. I doubt if a judge would have known it quite. You know, the blooms were similar on both plants. I doubt if anyone noticed. Yeah, so it's nice to have everything back again, and I've just watered all the stuff that needs to stay wet type stuff, and watered the holy clay pots. There was nothing new in amongst those to film, but the video I did a while back looking for interesting things and surprises, I know where I left off, and tomorrow I'll be watering all my pots apart from the holy clay pots, which have just been done. So I'll be going over the rest of the plants that I didn't go over last time, so we'll have a look and see if we can find any things that weren't there before, you know, any new spikes, any new buds showing, anything interesting going on, and I'll do that one for tomorrow. I'm having a lazy day today. I can't say why. In fact, I haven't got a reason why. but I'm having one anyway. I'd got quite a lot done yesterday, and today, what is the time now? It's just lunchtime now, and I've finished everything I want to do today. So that's it now, and no, I'm not going to sit down and watch flipping football. I'll have to admit, I did watch a bit last night. I did fall asleep as well. Anybody who's interested in football would be appalled. It was the England game. I'm supposed to be sitting on the edge of my chair all excited and everything. I actually fell asleep. I missed half of the first half, so I joined it halfway through the first half, and then they had a break, so I had a break as well, and then I came back and started to watch the second half, and it was like a load of blokes walking about. There was nothing happening. I mean, I'm not into football, don't get me wrong. Maybe there were lots of wonderful things happening, but I couldn't see it. All I could see was some blokes walking about and passing back towards their own goal. Well, you're not going to score up the other end in your own half, are you? Come on. Kick the ball at a flipping goal, for goodness sake. And what actually woke me up from my doze was, was the goal at the end. Duh. Luckily they showed it as a replay, because I actually missed it. It was the noise, you know, the crowd and everything like that that actually disturbed my doze. Never mind, I'm not into football, but those that are, I'm sure they're having a wonderful time watching the World Cup. I just hope everybody stays out of trouble. You know, we don't need any of that. Just enjoy the game. Doesn't matter after the game if your team didn't win. That doesn't mean you've got to go and take somebody's legs out or bash their face in. Just accept a loss gracefully and hope you do better next time. There's no need for all that flipping nonsense. Mind you, I wouldn't actually try too much of that where the World Cup is this time, because men in uniform will probably sort you out a bit quick. Stand for no nonsense out there. Anyway, enough of this flipping men kicking a ball about on some grass, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for dropping by.